The Miami Dolphins put a team together. So far, is what they did so far competitive? Did I make any sense in what I just said? What is up, Dolphin fans? Another early collective. I like these early ones. From a personal standpoint, I like these early ones. What is up, everybody? If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We're at 12,400 subscribers. Hit the like button on your way in as well. And if you want to become a member, hit the join next to the subscribe button. You get cool perks, cool little things. You get your name at the end. You get to tell us how long you've been a member, and we answer your question, as well as if you would like to listen to us, we are also on Spotify and Apple Plus. So Miami Dolphins did a bunch of things. They signed, what was it, like, they re-signed about 7. They signed about 14 free agents, give or take. I have a big old sheet here.
Come on, 16. Mathematician savant. How many people did they sign?
You talking about me? Oh, I don't know.
16.
He's lying.
No, I think 14 sounds about right.
I think it's 18 actually, okay, now with the new
right.
long snapper and kicker.
No, I think we're at 24 signings.
24 sounds about right.
Altogether, yeah. 7 re-signed and like
as you guys can see, no hat. It takes away all the Poupart's power.
That's what it is. It's that hat, huh?
The Montreal. It brings it in. Is this a competitive team? I guess I guess
you're a hater.
Okay, not right now, not in 2026 it won't be. I mean, but that's not what 2026 is about.
I don't necessarily think it's fair to say they won't be competitive until we actually see them on the field, see the product, see the performance, see what kind of defense Halfley can build, see what growth we've seen from the second-year players, see what kind of promise we see from the first-year players. But do they got a roster of Jags? Yeah, pretty much.
Some little diamonds in the rough you could find here and there. 7 picks in the top 100. Could those become starters and success now?
Oh, yeah, all seven. Mm-hmm.
Well, some of them.
At least five.
At least 5.
You and I had the same number at the same time. At least 5.
At least 5. Bank on it. What's a successful draft, gentlemen?
Omar, hold on. We're talking 5 starters out of top 94 picks on a team that has how many exactly established guys in current starting positions?
I don't care. Who was good as a rookie starter last year? Name them.
That's my point. They have to draft better. That's precisely my point. They have to draft better.
Not here anymore. The bad man's not here no more.
Some of those guys are decent NFL players. Some of those guys will become good NFL players, if not starters. But my point is, again, who was good as a rookie? None of them.
But what does that have to do with 2026?
They're not going to be good. To sit here and expect a rookie to be good.
You don't know that.
Correct. You don't know that. And there's a difference between showing a few things, which is what we got last year from the Jordan Phillips of the world and those guys, to being not bad as a rookie with more to come. For example, Christian Wilkins in 2019. Like he didn't blow it up in 2019, but it was solid, and you could tell that there was more to come. With Kenneth Grant, after year 1, I don't know what he's going to become. Jonas
didn't have any worse a year. Christian Wilkins was average his rookie year. Not that Kenneth Grant was average, but he was close.
Chris Greer was terrible at drafting.
He wasn't close to Christian Wilkins. Come on, man.
And guess who is good at drafting? Every year, Green Bay has a great draft.
You don't know that. You have absolutely no clue.
They have the blueprint.
Blueprint of what? To have a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Of how to draft.
Hall of Fame quarterback?
Hey, maybe that too.
That's the only blueprint they got. Hall of Fame quarterback plays a Hall of Fame quarterback.
You know,
Omar's in full contrarian mode today.
I'm gonna use Doug against you on this one, and Doug, be honest, okay? I recall about 6 years ago, all the way up until a few months ago, people considered me the most negative person in the Dolphins community. Omar, you done took my title. You done took my title when it comes to the Dolphins.
You.
Like
he has lapped you.
Oh my, yes.
Wow.
I'm high.
I was walking around the Heat. I was walking around the Heat facility yesterday because I went to go see Wemby play, and I was there with my daughter I took on a date. Daddy-daughter dates.
Nice.
That was a thing for me. The other dates come later on this week.
They come on the weekend.
Yes. And 3 people said, "Omar, you too hard on the Dolphins." And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't respond, but I will take this opportunity to respond. What is there to be nice about?
Oh my gosh. See, that would have been fair, Omar, if you were hard on them for the last 6 years.
I've been hard on them consistently.
No, in the last 6 years?
Yeah.
All you've done is praise and glorify. Excuses.
I don't see these excuses you keep talking about.
I still see it.
I'm
still waiting for it. I'm still waiting for it.
I'm trying not to mention certain players, Doug. I'm trying.
It's hard, isn't it, TD? It's hard.
Listen. If y'all got his offensive line right,
for
many years.
Here we go.
Then could have
what?
Before his arm died, it could have worked out.
Yeah, talk about what it could have been.
Why do we always do this? Doug, what was the question again? Oh, we're the Dolphins still a competitive team. Yeah, if all the stars align and all that, logically, if you're looking at this team and thinking they win more than 5 games the way the roster is constructed right now, even with contributions from, I still say at least 5 of the top 7 picks. I mean, it's hard to see a lot of wins with that team.
Can Malik Willis be? I know someone's going to laugh. Can Malik Willis be the Ryan Fitzpatrick of this team? Meaning 2019, they won about 5 games because of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Can Malik Willis do that with this team?
But hold on. He is going to kick some ass because look out. He is working out and it's on video, so he's going to be a star.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I'll say this about myself. I'm consistent. Because when Tua was doing it, I was like, let's go. And now Malik's doing it, I'm like, let's go.
And I'm going to be consistent and means crap, just like it means crap when Tua was excited.
They're not sitting on their butt doing nothing.
Y'all let me know who training him locally, and I'll let you know.
No, he's working with
Jacksonville trainer.
Sean McAvoy.
That's not locally.
No, he's
when we get here and we start training locally, I'll let you know.
Let us know what.
Let you know what word is on the street.
Oh, it's gonna be nothing.
So he's throwing the ball to a wide receiver running routes on air. I mean, what does that mean? Other than he's showing due diligence and getting ready before the start of the offseason.
They just gave him $45 million. I hope he would be showing some due diligence.
Exactly. Like 1,000 players around the NFL do the same thing. It's not a big deal just because it's on video. I mean, I know it gets a lot of fans like all geeked up and all that, but it doesn't mean put back that thing. Put back that comment that was there. There you go.
Now, but Doug, will Dolphins have a competitive team? I honestly, it's hard if you're being honest. It's hard to vision that they will based off of the massive changes. But I have high expectations for the team in certain areas. Okay, and I think what a lot of people, I think you can hold your hat on the fact that you can determine some things right away. What I want to see is Hafley in his specialty on defense have a defense that's Flores-esque. Takes no talent. Show us what you can do with a lesser group and some young guys you're going to get in the draft. How can you get that defense to buy in and fly around the field and play hard? They don't got to be great, but you see they're making plays and they're keeping you in games. Holding on, bending but not breaking. Can you do that? Because proven coaches at the defensive side of football have proven they can do that. Saleh can do that. Flores can do that. Guys like that. So that's my expectation because I know the offense for the fly with Malik. We straight there.
We're speechless.
I'm just laughing at Omar's face.
Jeff Hafley better be like great at X's and O's to get the most out of him because right now that defense looks woof.
It's got holes everywhere.
Holes everywhere on offense too, especially if you get rid of Devon Achane.
Well, you got 3 solid offensive linemen.
Well, let's jump to another topic. I'm gonna jump around a little bit. Speaking of holes on defense, Brooks. There's the report out there that the Cowboys could be interested, and then and we talked about this time and time again. For the right price, no one is safe. Achane and all these guys. Hell, I saw somebody on Twitter who put it out. It's like one of those betting sites said that it's like a 50% chance that Achane gets traded to the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm like, if they want to give us their first, which technically is a second, technically I take out the 5th-year option. How do they say no to that? Or 2027 first and all that stuff. So, anyone is available for the right price. What's the right price for Jordan Brooks?
I'm not taking anything less than a 2.
For Brooks?
Yeah.
All pro, led the league in tackles. Yeah, I agree with that.
He's on a 1-year contract, so no matter what, you got to give him a new deal. And I found it interesting that they retouched everybody except for him. Y'all know how I feel about 4 years and all this foolishness. Let
me guess, those aren't real, right?
That this franchise consistently does over and over and over again. Like, okay, I get it. You had to do it to facilitate a trade to get rid of a player, but to restructure those contracts when I have a hard time believing that you're going to be in position to re-sign those players for what they're asking for. It just makes it, and you just leave cap space, dead cap, which is not real, but according to Poupard, it's a hindrance when you want to add talent to a team. All you did was just
according to me and everybody who covers the NFL.
According to Omar too, it's just
all you did. I don't even factor in dead cap. I like y'all can sit here and tell me the total is 100 and what million now?
182.
$182 million.
Yeah.
For 1 year?
That you cannot spend on other players because they're tied up.
And that's why you have nobody on this roster making money.
You just moved money around. You already spent it. You're going to pay Devon Achane $5.6 million, whether you throw 5 extra void years on his contract for no damn reason or not.
You have to do it to lower his cap space because you have all this dead money and you have no cap space. So why do we keep doing this all the time? Go ahead, Omar.
Who are they paying it to? Nobody, because they're giving it to Devon Achane. It's just math mechanism, stealing, robbing Peter to pay Paul, cap space wise. Achane is not taking $1 less from the Dolphins. It's just accounting crap and foolishness, which leads to bad books, and that's my bigger issue with the Dolphins. As you know, they're just the never-ending cycle of just bad books, bad decisions.
Why do we care about bad books if the cap's not real?
Because you could just continue to do stupid foolishness like this, and
but the cap's never real, so there can never be such a thing as bad books. So
you eventually gonna have to pay the credit card down,
and that's why the cap is real.
Thank you, TD.
Because you eventually gotta pay.
You pay the credit card down 1 year, and then you start spending irresponsibly again, and do it all over again.
It was real that 1 year.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a Dolphin jersey next to me here, and when Omar finally admits that the cap is real, I will put on the Dolphin jersey.
I will never admit that the cap is dead. Dead money is not real. Dead money is not real.
Okay.
Who does the dead money go to? Nobody.
Here's the problem with Jordan Brooks. He's coming off an all-pro season. Now he's headed in this contract year. He will probably never in his lifetime have as much leverage as he does. Ask for big money, and the Dolphins are not in a place as an organization to give out big money to a linebacker who's going to be 29, in the fall and plays inside linebacker, which is not necessarily one of the most impactful position on the roster. That's the dilemma they're facing. And then there's the other part of it is, Omar, just play along with me here and pretend the cap is real for 2 seconds. If they trade him after June 1, it's a lot better for the Dolphins cap situation in terms of what they would save. However, logically, you would want 2026 draft picks in a trade for Jordan Brooks, unless the Dolphins decide, okay, we'll stock up on 2027 draft picks and trade them after June.
Yeah, that's the rumor that's out there, is that the Dolphins are trying their damnedest to get a first next year, obviously, because they're not trying to tank, as everyone keeps saying, and they want to have the option to grab a quarterback, I guess. So
I don't believe it.
Me either.
I'd say good luck getting a first for an inside linebacker.
I'm just saying in general, they're trying to. Yeah. They might try to trade down from 11, if possible, to pick up a first, depending on who's there. Yeah, you're right. Pre-June 1st, it's 2.5 million, round up to 2.6. Post-June 1st, it is 8.4 million savings to trade Jordan Brooks. Dead cap 8.2.
But generally speaking, other teams who want to acquire him, such as the Dallas Cowboys, supposedly, probably would like to have that done before the draft. So the timing becomes an issue. But Jordan Brooks is going to be problematic for the Dolphins with the extension, just like Devon Achane, who's a hell of a player, but is going to get very pricey for a running back on a rebuilding team.
And this is why the Dolphins have made me proud so far with this new regime, because I said clean it all out. Achane, it makes sense because of his age if you don't want to, but they clean Waddle out. If they clean Brooks out, that's all I ever asked for. It's all complete. The only person that should have never even had to been cleaned out is Zach Zeeler, but we ain't gonna go there again.
And he's not tradable right now. So.
Exactly. Wasted money. We could have had the money. You know the money we gave him. We could have brought in a young, nice player.
Name one better than him.
It ain't got nothing to do with being better than him. He ain't gonna be here in 2 years.
Okay.
That's the point. That's why
you can still go get one. You can still go get one and develop him. And in 2 years, when he's not gonna be here,
we could have got a draft pick for the man. We could have got a draft pick for the man and saved the money.
Zach is not part of the problem. And I think what you guys underestimate is the fact that you're actually going to need players to actually lead this team. Those are key components and key important individuals. I was very proud of the way Jordan Brooks stepped up. I was very proud
Calais Campbell.
No, not talking Calais Campbell. Bradley Chubb stepped up last year. I was very proud of the way Aaron Brewer stepped up last year. I was proud of the way Patrick Paul even stepped up last year. He'll definitely be a captain this year. Seeing guys elevate their level of leadership, even Zach Zeeler. I knew he'd always been a good leader, but he learned a lot from Calais Campbell. Now, those things are important. I remember at the owners meeting last year, and I'm going to the owners meeting again Sunday. Hopefully I don't run into Mike McDaniel, but if I do, I remember having a conversation with Mike McDaniel. We were talking about the team privately, and I'm just like, yo, and this is maybe the day Calais decided to leave to go to Arizona. I was like, you got a leadership problem. You really got a leadership problem. There is, you lose Teron, you lose Calais. There's a huge, massive void that you cannot fill. And to his credit and to their credit, I think they didn't get there to that level, but they filled that void. Brooks stepped up tremendously. He does not have that personality. He became an alpha.
Where did it get him, Omar?
I don't think he was the part of the. I don't think there's nothing I could tell you that Jordan Brooks was part of the problem for what was wrong.
These guys aren't part of the problem at all. What we're saying is, no matter how much you want to say they're leaders, they weren't a part of the solution.
Okay. The only thing that could be part of the solution is a little bit of a trip to Germany and HGH and Tyreek staying healthy for a whole season. That's the only thing that could have been a solution. Y'all sitting here and act like
It was all doomed to fail from day one. When are we going to understand this? That's all. That point period blank. It was all doomed to fail. And for 6 years, we just kept on. Well, if we do this, if we do that, 6 years wait.
I don't agree with you that it was all doomed to fail. I think it failed, and it failed for a number of reasons. One at the very top of the list is somebody's arm disappearing.
Oh yeah, with the arm disappearing. Oh my God, with the arm disappearing.
This is why it was always doomed to fail.
It was not great from the beginning, but it got worse. So don't act like it did. Like it was always trash. It wasn't always trash.
It was always below average by NFL standards.
Thank you, Omar. When you
by the way, may I say the Dolphins did not fail forward fast? I'd say they failed probably backwards slowly. If you know, you know. Cam Cameron, look it up.
I'm aware.
When you build a team that requires so many things to go right,
that's every team.
Nah, that's not true. Some teams have the front end with non-injury prone players and depth. We build a team, number one, if you get your starter is injury prone, then you don't have reliable backups for the injury prone. And that's all through the roster. You got starters that are injury prone and don't get a quality backup. That's what we built the last 6 years. And every year, you can't give me a single year that didn't serve true. It was always doomed to fail. It was always built on a hope and a prayer that the one guy would be the guy.
And I will also add the point that the offense was built, the track meet offense is one that has a much, much smaller margin for error, particularly when you get late in the season into the playoffs, where it's so much easier to get that team off track than it would be a bullying, physical, aggressive type of team where, for example, running game travels, punishing defense travels. That timing, quick timing, rhythm passing offense, that doesn't travel nearly as well. And it's, like I said, it's easy to disrupt and get off track.
Not arguing.
Whoa, you okay? Where's Omar? What have you done with him?
If they build a run game and they build a top 10 defense, they'll be competitive. They can win 8 games.
But it's got to be the right type of run game, because in 2023, they had a very productive, statistically run game, which was not a very good. Hold on. There you go with throwing the head back. Argue with me that it was not a good, situational run game.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Not going to argue. I mean, but they pounded in for touchdowns. They couldn't convert short situations. Okay.
They scored touchdowns from the 4-yard line when they were running wide. And when it came time when everybody knew they were going to run, generally speaking, the success rate was not very good.
Okay.
Again, you're not arguing. You okay?
I mean,
all right?
They scored rushing touchdowns.
Omar went to Disney, man. He got that
my money.
Oh, I know you broke, boy. Every time. Broke. Yeah, Disney drained you.
Man, $35 to park a car every day? Damn. Man, my wallet is lighter.
Looking at the free agents we did bring in, how much of them is going to have an impact?
Do you like the second round bus?
There's a lot. Well, I think
what's your favorite part? The second round bus or the guys who never been? Or is it the workout warriors who never worked out?
There's some guys on here. There's some guys on here that have that, they're gonna fight for something. Like Malik Willis. Hello.
I think that's the one guy.
Malik Willis was a bust though. Let's be real about that.
Oh, bust?
No, what round was he drafted?
He was bust in Tennessee.
What
he
round
wasn't
was he
even a bust in Tennessee.
Oh,
you trade him for a seventh round pick.
Okay. I think there's some
elements. I trade for a 7th-round pick is a bust.
Hold on. I think there's some elements that a lot of people are misinformed about with Malik Willis in Tennessee. First of all, he only played 3 games in Tennessee. That's number one. Number two, remember, Vrabel got fired. Vrabel and his guys brought him in. The new regime wanted to draft. Exactly. When they got Will Levis, they didn't care about Malik. He got overlooked. It wasn't that they came in and saw him for a season. They didn't even care.
That was still under the head coach.
No, that was Brian Callahan.
No, it wasn't. Vrabel got fired, and then they brought
Brian Callahan.
Was Grable's quarterback.
Who?
Not Malik Willis.
Will
Levis.
Willis was traded after Brian Callahan took over as head coach.
Yes.
And TD, regardless of circumstances, you play 2 years for a team, you get traded for a 7th round pick after being a 3rd round pick yourself. I'm sorry that you're a bust, regardless of circumstances.
Well, y'all act like Malik Willis was a 1st round pick.
He was a 3rd round pick.
Supposed to be.
Exactly. He was a 3rd round pick. Nobody's trading a 3rd round pick for another 3rd round pick.
Dolphins traded a 2nd round pick for a 1st round
you
pick.
got top running backs going for 3rds and 4ths.
Josh Rosen.
Look who did it. So
everything Chris Greer did wrong, we're gonna say, look who did it. Look who did it.
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
Malik Willis played 3 games for the team.
Which was enough for the new regime to decide, let's move on.
I want y'all to take a guess. Guess who had a better first 3 games, Malik Willis or Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
Not at all. Go look it up.
First 3 games, what?
Yeah,
Green Bay?
Career.
Josh Allen.
No, he didn't. Even Lamar struggled. Y'all, you go do your research. Yes, first 3 games. I said first 3 games, Omar. Trust me, I've already did the research and the stream on it.
No,
okay.
No,
look it up.
I'll look it up.
You're saying Josh Allen had a worse first 3 games?
Right, same. They were just right there with Malik. Same, pretty much production.
He had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Josh Allen. With some rushing yards.
What was his completion percentage?
40, 54.5, 68.2.
Yeah, exactly. Now go to Lamar Jackson.
No, hold on. Let me go to Malik Willis for a second.
They were right on par.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Lamar, no.
I am trying to tell you. First of all, don't forget Josh Allen struggled his first season in the NFL. This wasn't even a first 3 game thing for Josh Allen.
Malik Willis completion percentage for 3 games, 25, 60%, 31.3.
In the combined?
0 touchdowns. So already Josh Allen is better. And
no. Look at the rushing touchdown.
Malik Willis first 3 games 0, and a total of 38 rushing yards. Josh Allen had
2 rushing touchdowns
and a total of 74 rushing yards, 84 rushing yards. So take the L.
Did they play like their draft stock? Were they even
now we're changing the equation.
I'm not changing the argument.
I'm not changing the argument. They were on par when you look at their film and what they did. They were on par with each other. They were not good. We're judging a guy off of 3
Malik
starts.
Willis himself admitted he was horrible.
Yeah,
let it go. Let it go.
Because he took ownership, unlike
horrible and wasn't prepared.
And how did he do in Green Bay?
Who?
After being a bust in Tennessee, he did great in Green Bay.
We're going to compare 3 starts versus in the 2 starts in Green Bay. Which one was better?
Listen, when your opportunity comes, you better show up and deliver. He did not.
It's just crazy to me that after 3 starts for a team, we as a rookie 3rd round pick. I said this too the other day. I said, you know what's funny to me? It looks like a 1st round pick can get 3 years to, okay, he's struggling, he's doing bad. He can get like 3 years, but a 3rd round pick can get 3 games.
Listen, Malik
Ain't
Willis
that backwards to you? Is that not backwards?
No, Malik Willis got 4 years. Nobody gave up on him. A team traded for him.
I said 3 games. I'm talking about before everybody wants to conclude who they are.
No, Will Levis beat him out.
Will Levis didn't beat this man out. It was their pick. You don't think they weren't going to go with their pick?
The deck is stacked in their favor, but competition-wise, they're gonna claim it's open competition, and he got beat out.
TD, they
right
made the pick because they decided Malik Willis wasn't good enough. Why
because it was a new regime. They had to get their guy.
Not if you have a promising quarterback on your team.
I think you're missing Malik Willis. When he started those 3 games, he wasn't even brought in to be the guy. He played those 3 games spread out in the season. Tannehill was the starter.
He's 2 back-to-back in the season finale, and he has zero touchdown passes and 3 picks.
In the last game of the season, thrown in without any first-team reps. Like, none of that matters to y'all.
He started the game. You're going to tell me he didn't get first team reps during the regular?
We're talking about a guy that doesn't get training camp with the starting unit. Tannehill gets hurt. He's letting on the week before, like on Tuesday, you're going to play this week. He gets out there, plays. What kind of camaraderie, what kind of cohesiveness does he have with his team?
Why? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Because I'm on board with you about the optimism for what Malik Willis can become with the Dolphins. Mm-hmm. I do not get why you're being so protective of what happened to him in Tennessee. I really don't get it. We want to focus on how good he was in Green Bay. That's fine. I don't know why you're trying to like whitewash what happened with him in Tennessee.
The man said he wasn't prepared.
Because why would you be prepared if you're getting thrown? Okay, so
that's the job. Quinn Ewers has that job. Zach Wilson has that job.
Was he prepared to start in the NFL and be the starter and be able to prove, I'm the guy?
A good job.
Was Josh Allen ready to go when he was put in the starting lineup? He didn't start at the beginning of the season.
Darnold got thrown in there.
That's the point, Allen. Josh Allen was not ready to go. He didn't play well.
No, he played well.
No, he didn't play well when he was thrown in. Omar, what are you talking about?
Josh Allen played well.
He did not play well. You're wrong.
Why are we getting in the weeds in this?
All right.
Don't call it weeds.
Raise your hand if you thought Josh Allen played well when he started as a rookie.
You got the stats up, Allen. Did Josh Allen play well?
Yeah,
did he play well?
Minnesota, which was his 3rd start as a rookie. Yes, he played very well that game.
His third start, Allen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
TV. No, 3rd start was Green Bay.
Hold on. Whoa. His 3rd start was hit. Sorry,
because he didn't start Baltimore.
Second start, 15 for 22, $168, $196, touchdown pass, no picks, 32 yards rushing, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, 2 rushing touchdowns. So he's responsible for 5 touchdowns. I'll take that.
The man was thrown in and got to keep his job. Malik was spread. All I'm saying to you, Allen, is it's crazy how people are judging him based off of what happened in Tennessee.
Nobody who's judging him based on what happened in Tennessee. Everybody's judging him on the promise that he showed in Green Bay. What are you talking about?
Was I the one that brought up? Was I the one who brought up Tennessee?
No,
I wasn't the one that brought up Tennessee.
How that came up? All we were saying was he was a bust in Tennessee.
Exactly. So that's a bust.
Can I finish my thought? He was a bust in Tennessee. Goes to Green Bay. Learns how to play the position a little bit more, shows absolutely great promise, and now he comes to Miami with really intriguing potential where he may possibly be the Dolphins' answer at quarterback. Doesn't change the fact that it wasn't good at Tennessee.
I got it. So Quinn Ewers was a bust last year.
Quinn Ewers was a 7th round pick.
By the way, are you a
3rd round pick? What are we talking about?
3rd round pick is a premium pick, my dog.
Stop. At the quarterback position.
That's a day 2. That's a day 2 pick at any position.
All right, we call it a 3rd round pick.
Drafted in the 2nd day.
That's 3 games and it wasn't great. We're calling a 3rd round pick a bust.
TV sounds like Omar talking about 2 of the past 6 years.
Let's break this down.
Yeah.
Talent wise, he had the talent to be a 1st round pick. That's what everybody was saying. Then they started looking at the film and saw the rawness, and was just like, absolutely not. He can't be a 1st round pick. He wasn't taught properly at Liberty. He doesn't know how to take snaps from under center. He doesn't know how to call a play. He had so much stuff to learn that he dropped to the 3rd round, and then he struggled to learn it. I mean, he struggled to learn it and execute it in his first 2 years. He said it in his own words, TD. And then somebody took the time and patience to sit there and didn't put pressure on him, was diligent and patient and slow cooked him. And then when he had the opportunity to get in the games, he did well.
All right, I just didn't know that
In
a third
the
round
story, and then he got $45 million after off 6 games.
Omar, I just didn't know that a third round pick playing 3 games could be labeled a bust, regardless of how good or bad they played. I just didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Is Cam Smith a bust?
Then Tua was a bust since his first year. Then
No,
I'm not.
Average because he played average.
He had 2 very good years.
Quarterback in the NFL in completion percentage. He had 100 passer rating season.
He did this
straight years. And his win-loss record is second only to. y'all not gonna disrespect Tua. He might not be on my team, but he's still Tua.
He was you cannot label him as a bust. I'm sorry.
You cannot. It was.
I would say he was not a hit with the 5th.
Not a hit. I will agree with you.
Wow.
Somewhere in between.
First round, number 5 overall, plays average. And a third round.
Dude, he had 2 good years. You cannot take away from him.
He did not play average.
I'm talking about as a rookie. Y'all are saying
he wasn't good as
he was
a
average. Rookie.
He was a bust as a rookie. Just like Malik as a rookie. Malik as a rookie was a bust.
Why are we having this conversation, Doug? Would you put a gavel driving this show, please?
I'm trying to gauge how y'all.
It's entertaining for me. I'm just sitting back. This is entertaining for me.
No, it's not. Look, no.
We have Omar. We have Willis Anon over here.
Hey, no. Let's get it straight. 2 Anon. I'm 2 Anon.
Boo.
2 Anon. I don't get it.
Anyway, back to my original point.
Sheesh. Which free agents could that?
Yeah, looking at the free agents, I named Malik Willis and it was like, wow, took off. I think there's some guys like I have
Salyer. I think I like the Salyer signing. I think he could be one of your starting guards.
Josh Uche. I think if he can get back to the way he played.
Did y'all see his stats? His production level is relatively high.
I like Josh.
If you're looking at the metrics of like look at the sacks are not there.
I know
at all.
Especially, you look at some of these contracts and obviously they're nothing. But when you look at like the guaranteed money, some of these guys, I think they're expecting to make the team.
Yeah, who cares about guaranteed money when you're Steve Ross? Like.
But I'm just talking about like
all that matters in contracts, Omar. Remember that you said it yourself.
No. We're talking like 400,000.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about like to make the team because you have guys like Cameron Good and
make the team. That doesn't mean
AJ Green. They have no guarantees. They'll be cut. Same thing with Alex Austin and stuff like that. But then you have guys like Darrell Baker, who has 101.2 million. I think is guaranteed. He'll make the team. Same thing with Josh Uche.
Let me tell y'all a secret about Steve Ross. He don't even get out of bed for $50 million.
I wish.
So, like,
here, let me ask you guys this question.
People always ask, like, "Oh man, they gave $800,000 to this undrafted rookie. Oh man, they must really believe in him." Steve Ross ain't even wiping his cheeks with $800,000.
That's like $8 to him.
Like
1% for what? 12.5 billion.
Tutu Atwell and Jalen Tolbert. Say the Dolphins are like they pull a Green Bay, which I'm going to pull that up and we'll talk about that in a second too. They pull a Green Bay. They're like, we're not taking a receiver in the first 2 rounds. Screw it. And they roll out with Tutu Atwell.
First 2 rounds.
Let me hypothetical. Okay. Tutu Atwell and Jalen Tolbert.
Mm-hmm.
What's your guys' thoughts on those being 1 and 2 at the receiver position?
Enjoy struggling. And I like Tutu Atwell. I do.
I think it could still work and be productive. Again, it ain't gonna be game changing, but I think it could be enough to move the chains.
You think Malik Willis can work with that?
It's all about Malik Willis.
He can work with anybody. Come on, don't you?
Yeah,
Doug?
I mean he's a weapon. He's a weapon. I think that he can work with anybody. He is a weapon, and I think this is going to be his opportunity to showcase and keep this job in Miami, showing he could do more with less, and that way he's worth investing more into around him.
Last I checked, did Jonnu Smith sign with anybody?
Nope.
Last I checked, there's still a lot of good talent that's out there.
Yeah.
And while teams have shifted their attention to the draft, which the Dolphins are clearly doing, that doesn't mean that you can't go get good players post draft. I'm not. Go ahead.
Sorry, you think the Dolphins are going to sign guys around 30 years old or at anything less than the minimum?
No. The minimum maybe $3 million. I'm not stressing it because there's talent to be had that's out there. Like everybody's like, oh my God, how desperate are the Dolphins at cornerback? You signed Rasul Douglas, we good. Like
I like Rasul Douglas. I hope they bring him back.
Like he was what, a top 13 cornerback in the league last year? What's that fake shit?
Why would he? First of all, here's the thing. Well, and I wrote about this on Miami Dolphins on SI.com where you can get all your stories for free. Rasul Douglas, very
Why
well.
you looking at me when you say you can get all your stories for free? I felt attacked.
Keep in mind, after June, the free agent signings no longer factor into the compensatory pick formula, and a lot of teams pay attention to those. Baltimore Ravens are one of those. Philadelphia Eagles are another one of those. I would be shocked if Rasul Douglas settled for the kind of money the Dolphins would be willing to pay.
Like $3 million.
And my guess, he's going to sign in June with a team for a lot more than he made last year.
Yeah, he said I was talking to him last year, and I didn't really share to blow it up. He was like, basically, I played for free this year. And
it was more about the film for him. Put his name back out there.
Very good film on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's I'm sad and disappointed that he hasn't found work now. But the reality is, I understand what this league is like for a 30-year-old veteran. If you don't have a name like Calais Campbell, who's also unemployed at the present moment, correct? This league is just very unfair to aging veterans. It's just horrible.
Also, let's, as you like to say, Omar, let's not pretend that there are certain veterans who are like, yeah, no off-season program, I'm good. Let me wait till June.
You're right. Absolutely.
I
know guys who, while they were with the Dolphins, would literally only show up to the off-season workouts that the media attended, and didn't show up any other day.
They're voluntary,
and the team pretended like they didn't. Team didn't care. It like y'all. A lot of this is for television production and for news story. Like, do you think it's an accident that the NFL's in the news cycle? This might be like the only week they're not in the news cycle. And next week we'll have the owners meeting. You know how that's gonna go. We're gonna dominate the news cycle. Then we'll turn our attention to the draft. We'll sit here and debate whether Ty Simpson is or is it Fernando Mendoza, or how short Ruben Bain's arms are.
Don't get TD going on Ty Simpson, please. I beg of you.
Hey, I haven't said anything. I told y'all a month ago.
I don't know, man. I put my video out for my quarterback prospects, and Ty Simpson's nice, but Drew Aller. I'm sorry, he's 6'5". He's got the arm.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like him, and I don't know why.
Processing.
He has all
the physical traits, but processing.
But again, he has the things you can't teach. And then I said, if you could take Ty Simpson's positives and you mix it with Drew Aller's positives, first overall pick. Easy first overall pick.
Somebody like the Rams are going to take Drew Aller and develop him for 2 years, and you're going to be like, oh, wow, why was he drafted where he was drafted? I'm sorry. TD and Poupard have won me over. Give me the traits.
You can't teach that, man.
Give it to me.
Like he said, fast gets slow, big doesn't get slow.
First of all, that's not my stance, Omar. Give me the traits. Give me both. I need the.
Obviously, you want everything. Obviously.
Everybody wants everything.
Yeah, but Drew Aller is the guy who has all the traits. The processing ain't there.
Okay.
He has the arm, the height, all of that. But
I can honestly tell you, I've only looked at one quarterback in this draft, and I'm not prepared to discuss any of them. We'll figure it out when we get there. But it's the point is NFL knows how to stay relevant and will always stay relevant. Now that the free agent signing process is done, people are switching their attention to the draft. That's where you get young, cheap talent. But they'll be right back on these free agents. They'll be right back on these free agents in May. And the weight and the desperation that a lot of these guys feel about, entering these situations where people are paying young rookies, 1/3 of what they should be paying a veteran. That's going to take over. That's what this league is about.
To piggyback off what you said before, Omar, Juwan Jennings is still out there too when it comes to receivers. So there are guys. There are still
Stephon Diggs, baby.
Do you think they would actually go after a guy like Stephon?
You know how I feel about Stephon.
Tyreek's still out there.
I'm telling you, he's going to the Chiefs or the Chargers. I'm telling you right now.
Tyreek is not going. I heard so many things about Tyreek. I want Tyreek to be healthy. I want him to show people that he's back. I want him to push himself hard in the rehab. I haven't seen any rehab lately, but there's talk he needs like another surgical procedure. I don't know what's true or what's not true. And to be honest with you, I'm out of the Tyreek news making business.
Same thing with Tua. Garpump says, I must be a sucker because I am impressed by each of the new players' interviews. Good dudes, all of them. Miami's doing their job.
That doesn't win you games, with all due respect.
They're trying to sell tickets.
I'm a good dude, and you don't want me on the field for the Dolphins.
It's a very good point. Flick said Keontae Scott is a good nickelback, 4.3 40. He's hard hitting, is also there. Saw that as a Hurricane. He was all over Indy and Ohio State.
Where's y'all proof he ran a 4.3 40?
That's what they reported from the UM Pro Day yesterday.
You know how many UM Pro Days I've attended?
I don't know. In fact, when he first ran it, somebody actually immediately had him at 4.25. And
yeah, I just looked it up. Some people think it's 4.25. Yeah.
And he didn't run at the combine?
It's obviously a very fast track at UM.
Yes, it's very fast track. And it's probably about a foot shorter than it should be.
So he ran the 39-yard dash.
There you go. I forget who tells that story that they ran everybody at the school ran a 39-yard dash.
That's funny.
What were we talking about?
Keontae Scott's a good player. I mean,
he's a good player, but so he didn't run at the combine. He didn't.
Where does PFF have him ranked? Keontae Scott.
PFF.
I think they have him like. Who was it? I think ESPN has him like maybe around the second or third round guy.
Yeah, 55th ranked. That's not too bad. 6 foot, 194.
Mm-hmm.
Corners are going to be are deep.
By the way, another plug I wrote on Miami Dolphins on SI.com, the Dolphins history of drafting UM players, which is check it out.
Olivier Vernon Carey.
18 and all. Can you name all 18?
Jalen Phillips.
I can probably, to be honest with you, but I'm
well,
not.
You can't name 1968 guys.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Out of Jalen Phillips, when was the last time they did?
Lamar Miller.
And Vernon in 2000.
Early 2000s?
No, 2012.
12, okay. Lamar, okay.
4 first-round picks from UM.
But they haven't had UM haven't had good classes in a little while.
Nope.
Let's not act like you just didn't get back.
Ray Lewis and all them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Jeff Ireland. Lovely take. He told me that they didn't draft University of Miami players because they don't want the pressure. They didn't draft local players because they don't want the local players to have the pressure of playing in front of their hometown friends and family members. And I'm like thinking to myself, that ain't pressure, Playboy. That's showtime.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yeah, you ain't meant for here.
You call him Playboy?
Yeah, I call everybody Playboy. I just thought that was a ridiculous take, but it's what it was.
Phil, who's been
Although, I'm sorry, Doug, but also there, I believe there was something to that with the Steelers not taking Dan Marino in 1983.
To play because you'd be playing in Pittsburgh.
All right.
Pitt in Pittsburgh. Phil, been a member for 9 months. Shout out to you, Phil. Said zip on the ball. We haven't seen it for years. Talking about Malik Willis.
Let's calm down on that whole zip on the ball thing until we start to actually see him throw live.
We saw him throw live in all the videos he released. That's zip. That's zip.
You're gonna get TD upset again. You started it. Look at him.
Okay, yeah, I may have this, but in all seriousness, y'all don't see like the.
I didn't say I don't see an arm. Zip is a whole different ball game.
I see zip.
Literally.
He's got a live arm.
He's got an impressive arm. Zip, it's a whole different ball game.
Man, we got a real quarterback now, man.
Oh God.
Hopefully, I hope so. I really do. Adam says, I think they're waiting till draft night to see if anyone falls to 11. If not, trading Brooks with Dallas for first pick swap, and Dallas is 92.
No. One, Dallas is not going to trade. No. If Dallas is going to do the deal, Dallas is going to do the deal. Dallas talks to Miami on a consistent basis and has for years. They have talked every single possible player on this roster. Dallas is one of the better drafting teams in the league, and they'll probably wait and target that Texas Tech kid.
Rodriguez.
Yeah. Dallas is, I don't know how Dallas is a very underrated drafting team.
And yet they never win big.
Never win big. You're right. I'm not arguing with you.
Michael said, "Would you
not arguing with you?"
Would y'all ever have a special guest? Would love to see Joe Rose come on and get riled up with some of TD's takes, like he's with Omar. Too many rookies to coach. It's just we would love to. But do you see how how it would have to happen is like one of us would have to not be there.
It's quite already.
You got to fit a fifth person in here, and then we all have to take turns asking the question. And it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
let me thoroughly explain my too many rookies to coach. Over the years, I've learned there's only so much time within a week, only so much preparation time for a game. Only so many coaches to hold people's hands. Rookies have to have their hands held. Have to. It's not an option. Look at Jonas Savaiinaea, look at Chop Robinson, look at Cam Smith, and I'm not even talking about the ones that failed. We could talk about Jalen Phillips. We could talk about the safety with the little attitude that's in green. That's with the Giants now. Javon Holland.
A little safety with the attitude.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. I apologize.
Was he that type of player in the locker room? Like attitude and
temperamental little.
Oh man, I knew it was
yeah, temperamental little.
I got to get
that whole kickbox thing. Not a surprise. Surprise to y'all. Not a surprise to me.
Yeah, but that wasn't related to the Vic Fangio leaving, though.
No. And then backing out of it, like, oh no, I wasn't related to Vic Fangio. Little. Anyway. My point being, I don't think you can coach effectively more than 8, maybe pushing it to 9 rookies. I don't think so. Somebody's going to fall between the cracks. Look at Zeke Biggers. I would have sworn a stack of Bibles Zeke Biggers was just as good as those other 2 bums. But those just as good as those other 2 players.
Give him 3 years.
And they couldn't invest the time in him too. You understand what I'm saying? So they had to pick and choose. So all these people thinking oh, we got 11 draft picks coming. Oh, and we're going to sign some undrafted players, and we're going to have 15 rookies on this team. You probably could only coach maybe at the max 8. Dante Trader, good player, should have been playing more. No reason why he didn't play more than he did. But why didn't he? Because they didn't have the time to invest in him and hold his hand. And they just went with the veterans that they didn't have to hold their hand. And I firmly believe this over the years. You do not have time to coach a billion rookies. Like there's a whole lot of hand holding involved.
Yeah,
and,
I kind of understand that.
And Dolphins, I'm sorry, you stretched thin as a staff. You got 30. You know, Joe's mad at me because I'm like, oh, they got 30 assistants back in our Don Shula days. We only had 12. Like 30 assistants. Who the hell matters? Even if there are 30 assistants, what 8 of them matter? Like 8 of them.
But could you bring in? But could you bring in more quality help since you know you're going young and you're building through the draft? Like for a year or two, bring in a few more people to the staff that can be more hands-on?
It doesn't matter because from the way I look at it, you could say one thing, your position coach should say one thing, your pass game coordinator can say one thing, your defensive coach can say one thing, your head coach can say one thing. That's 4 different people. Like it don't work like that. It has to come like Hafley can only put his hands on a select amount of guys. The defensive coordinator can only put his hands on a select amount of guys.
But you don't think, Omar, that Hafley's telling his defensive assistant coaches, listen, this is how I want my safeties to play. These are the techniques I want you to teach them. And then he devotes, let's say one of his coaches work with Trader on those things.
Yes.
So I'm not on board with you.
But he has to work with Trader on those things. Okay, well, now what about the rookies that are drafted too? Somebody's got to play.
I mean that project and projecting to this year, whoever you work. I mean, there are enough. I mean, there are a lot of defensive assistants that he can devote. You know, assign certain guys to certain players and teach them the Hafley way, so to speak. So, I don't know.
You gotta have trust in your system.
The thing is, you're not going to win big if you have like a crap load of rookies on the roster. Yeah. But again, this year is not about winning big. This year is about establishing something. And if you have to go through your lumps and then you prepare a bunch of guys who might be ready to take a big step in 2027, that'll be productive as well.
Yeah.
Interesting. P-Verb said Greer McDaniel did Gesicki dirty. I beg to differ on that one.
Oh my love.
Also, I came all the way to Disney to catch a glimpse of Omar and his locks, and all I got was Greer debt.
Listen, don't blame it on Greer. Brandon Scherf's around for writing these bad void years. Don't act like he ain't. Throwing 5 void years on every contract.
FP Woodshop said poop looks like Mar from Home Alone. Google it. This is a compliment goat movie.
Is Mar the Daniel Stern character?
Yeah. Oh man. Harry. Justin.
Wait.
Wow.
I never got a number from a stripper that wasn't real. Thank you very much. I just don't choose not to sponsor strippers. Thank you very much.
If you want to know, it's saying, Omar, what's more real, the cap or the phone numbers you get from Tootsie's? There's the answer.
The phone number's always been real.
Michael said, bruh, TD loves to argue just to hear his own voice, but
I'm trying
to be beating a dead horse.
I've never seen a dead horse.
Listen, I want all those TD clips on Malik Willis because the first day he struggled.
You don't believe in it. Oh, and I'm gonna clip that because that's the problem. You probably do you want him to fail to make
No, I don't want him to fail. I'm trying to be a mediocre.
Listen, you don't have to believe in Malik, but I do, and I know. I know a quarterback when I see one.
All right.
A real one.
Before I read this one, I just want to let everyone know there's 900 people in the stream right now before 3 o'clock.
Y'all stealing your employees' time.
Go ahead, discourage him, Omar. Nice try.
Yeah.
No, they'll be back.
Y'all log off and go back to work.
No. Hang out for another 15 minutes. Hang out.
They on their lunch break, huh?
Fitzfan says, I love the collective. Well, we love you. Nice to have a Dolphin show that focuses on a great Fins info and not Bitcoin and crappy music. Also, Wise Poop Art rocking the homeless luck.
Oh, wow.
So much thrown in that comment. I'm not going to address any of it. We love you, though. We appreciate it. And Phil throws $10. Says for Poop Art's hat.
I have it. It's just somewhere else in the house.
Hey, he just moved. We'll give the man a second. He's got to find his hat.
His wife told him to go get a haircut. He told him to go get a haircut. Look at this.
That's too funny. We do appreciate everyone. Again, we're almost at 1,000 people watching. Started a 1:30 show. We appreciate the crap out of all of you coming in. Be sure to hit the like button. We're inching closer to 13,000 subscribers. We are the draft is less than a month away, so we're going to start getting into draft content. Maybe we'll do a mock draft. We're going to do a bunch of things. Maybe Friday we'll go at 1:30 again, since you guys tend to like to come in and hang out. Depends on who's available, when we're available. But thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy us yelling at each other. It's the fun part of this show. Go check out Omar Kelly on the Miami Herald, Alan Poupart, Miami Dolphins on SI, TD Fitz, TD Fitz Talk on YouTube.com/TD Fitz Talk, AFC's Roundtable Sports. You can check me at YouTube.com/DougLeeDuron. Alan's going to go get a haircut. We'll see him on Friday, Thursday or Friday. We'll let you guys know beforehand. But we are out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Peace.